a daytime exclusive with Grammy-winning gospel superstar Tina Campbell. Okay, what does it feel like after doing it? First of all, that was an exclusive performance for us. Pray for me. You were there. You're singing. Everybody is feeling it. What were you feeling?
You know, it's wonderful to, like, that song will play around one time and then people will start singing it.
That's what happened. In the commercial break, everyone was singing it.
That's a good sign.
But we don't sound like you.
But you just, you know, make your joyful noise. Just go on and do it, you know. I just think it's a good thing for people to be singing, like, somebody prayed for me. Because I believe that everybody, somebody prayed for you. Your uncle, your godmother, your neighbor, teacher, somebody, you know. And all of us benefit from that. I mean, when God gets involved with your life, it's just, things is gonna happen.
And I love it, because in the song you say, when saints start praying, things start changing.
Listen. I literally do come from a family that prays. Like, we used to wake up every morning with blessed oil on our heads. Like, we was the teenagers that we wasn't gonna sneak out because we didn't know what time of night our mother was gonna come by and do the pray by. So you couldn't get caught out. You know, my parents prayed for us. And
I know you just celebrated this song and the new album with your family at the all-night prayer service.
Yeah, like we did.
You posted it on social media.
Yeah, like, I haven't done all-night shut-ins probably since I was a kid. But it's like you stay all night and you pray. And that's how we kicked off the night that this song released. I was at a shut-in all night praying, like, God, whatever you want to do in the world, in the community, in the atmosphere with this song, do it. I'm here so you can prepare me to go represent you.
I love it.
You know?
So when y'all do your shut-ins, what time did the shut-in start?
Well, this one started at 8.
8 p.m.
And everybody else left at 4, but I was like, I think it's some more that I need to hear from God, so I'm gonna stick around. I stuck around till 6 o'clock. You know how sometimes you be like, I want a word from God. You really want God to say some specific something, so you waiting to hear that, and he don't always talk to you that way.
Right.
So I was just like, at 6 o'clock, I was just like, okay, well, I guess, you know, I guess this has been good. That specific something ain't gonna happen. But right before I left, the lady who facilitates the whole place, she knew nothing about me, elderly Filipino woman. She started telling me everything about what I was preparing for and the success that was going to come to it and how God was going to bless it because I was there.
Wow.
And so I got what I stayed for.
You got what you stayed for.
Yeah.
So this project is your first solo project in 7 years.
Yeah.
You took a break.
Yeah.
So often we need that reset and that perspective. And now you have Pray For Me, and you have an album. You're exclusively sharing for the first time the title of the album. All right, so we can all hear it.
The new project is called Testify, and it's coming in September.
Testify.
Yes.
Testify.
I think if you take 7 years away from the industry and you go home to reset, to renew, to recharge, to have your faith redefined and to find out, like, what am I doing this for? Because it can become like ritualistic and traditional.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for like a couple of decades, and so I was like, what's my why? So I had to go home and find that and figure that out, and also take care of my babies because I got 4 of them at the crib.
I can't believe it, yeah.
Okay, them teenagers and stuff. And so I just think that when God started giving me all this music, my babies, I love them.
Everybody's almost taller than you now.
Oh, no, they're all taller than me now.
Yeah,
and I had heels on that day, but my sons lean all down and hug me and whatnot. But God speaks to me in music. Like when I'm praying and music is what just speaks my language. So when I'm praying, music comes to me like crazy. And after I ended up having all these songs, I told my husband, I think it's time for me to testify. He said, that's the title of your new project, so Testify is coming.
And a part of, you know, that testifying is telling your story, and not all of it is joyous, right? Because you have to talk about the challenges to also celebrate the joy. You're one of 7.
Yeah. No, I'm one of 9.
One of 9. I stopped counting at 7.
Yeah.
One of 9, a beautiful family, and in this journey, you've talked about feeling rejected by your father.
Yeah.
And feeling that others were loved more than you. Yeah. Help me understand that.
Okay,
Why
so,
is that a part of the testimony?
You know, my father wanted a lot of sons, and he just kept on trying, and he ended up with 7 girls back to back. Wow. So he wasn't really happy about that. But my father is like an Old Testament guy. And in the Old Testament, they are big on keeping the family name and sons and all of that. And since he didn't have sons, he gravitated to the girls that looked like him. And I mean, my dad loved all of us, but he was preferential in some respects to those girls. But it made me feel, between him and even my grandmother, it made me feel like I wasn't special and I always had to work to prove my value.
Why did you want to share that?
Well, you know, because that's really a part of my journey. I didn't realize, you know, my first experience with rejection was with my grandmother. I was trying to prove, like, I'm a good granddaughter too. And she called me bird brain, because whatever I was doing didn't work for her, and she called me bird brain. And I was like, I said up under my breath, I hate her. And I think, you know, really, and I think that the pain of not feeling received makes you go out and fight. Like, you can't, people should just be. Yeah. Not like try to do. And I spent years trying to do, and I didn't even realize that until like this year, that you spent a lifetime trying to do good, trying to be accepted. Not always everybody liked me, but at least understand me. And it came from a place of rejection. But while I was in Tahoe recently on vacation, I decided to write down the 5 people that I felt like had rejected me. I decided to write down everything that I felt, and then tell them that, like, I understand that you did this because you was a hurt person. You were rejected. You had an agenda that was personal to you. You weren't trying to hurt me, and it's okay now, and I forgive you, and I burned it on a rock right there in Tahoe.
You know, I think,
yeah.
I think that's so special, because we often talk about why we feel the way we feel in trauma, and what you say to a child can last a lifetime.
A lifetime.
But then, as an adult, we have to figure out how to not let that pain keep us. Because some of the people who hurt us are long gone. Some of them are upstairs and some might be down. But you're still trying to exist, and I think it's beautiful that you wrote those letters. And it's something that at my church, we used to write something that you want to leave in the past and just burn it away. Mm-hmm. And it really is symbolic of, you have to just sometimes release that.
It's your choice.
It's your choice.
It's your choice to release that. And so I wanted to release that.
You wanted to release it.
And I did.
So you mentioned that you and your sisters were on the trip in Tahoe.
Yeah, these sisters.
Okay, I can't, this is y'all, and it's beautiful. Yeah. But I know Erica, I know your family. I don't picture y'all as the wilderness, but I know you're spiritual. So when Erica posted this video of y'all, I was concerned. I was about to call, was it Yogi Bear, the park ranger?
Listen.
Let me play about y'all missing in the woods. This is what Erica said.
Erica, bless her heart.
You guys, Hansel and Gretel didn't put down no crumbs. We don't have no map. They're just going with how they feel. In the woods to get back. So, do I have any firefighter friends or 911 rescue people? Just start flying over Tahoe, because we are all up in. Who has a map? Does anybody have a map?
See, I do the woods all the time.
You do. So I
go up there all the time. I was there for 3 days. They got there, and 100% of everything that we did was on video, because they capture everything. I was like, y'all, this is a vacation to rest and relax. And they turned it into a lot of shenanigans and things.
Well, they said this might be the last recording of us, because if we're all lost in the woods.
I said, Erica, you gotta stop being so scared. Jesus, what is going on with you? Bless her heart. So we had to help her. And then the first night that we got there, we're going one way. We see a bear going up a slope. But you guys, it's the woods, and it's nighttime. The bear was going the other way, so Erica was messed up at the start.
I'm with you on everything, but I'm with Erica on the bear. The bear was going the other way until he was coming my way.
But we was over here.